Hello guys, welcome to Miscellaneous UPSC. Today we are going to learn about ocean current. Okay, ocean current. Okay, how it is going to influence deserts, rainfall, everything we will learn. Okay, how these things are moving around these oceans. We will learn today. Okay, next, how they move. For them, there is a requirement. Okay, we have learned about this thing, right? Coriolis force, easterlies. If you did not watch my video of air circulation, watch that. And even I have made a video on Coriolis force, how it is going to affect movements on Earth. Coriolis force is nothing but force which is influencing due to the rotation of Earth. Next, temperature, that is insolation. Next is winds. Already winds we have covered. Salinity. These things are influencing the water flow. Okay. Next, guys, do you know an interesting thing that that all the deserts are beside the cold currents? How this cold current is influencing the formation of deserts? We will learn today this interesting thing. Okay, wherever you see cold desert, cold ocean current, there is a desert over there. Why? We will understand today. Okay, hope you be patient. Okay, next, first we will go with the basic definition. What is this ocean current? Ocean current is like a river flow in ocean. Simple. If there is ocean, ocean water will flow to some other side. That is ocean current. Okay. There are few forces which influence the movement. At the beginning of video, I have explained, right? I mean, in the second slide, that how they move due to Coriolis force, easterlies, temperature, right? Now we will understand how they. First, first we will know about these primary forces: heating of the solar, heating by solar energy, insolation, wind, that is easterlies. You must have know about this easterlies, right? From in southern hemisphere they will be like this, and in northern hemisphere they will be like that. Okay, I have explained about this thing. I will if you did not see my video, in my description box I will place those links. Okay, about Coriolis force, easterlies, and pressure system. These are important for this video. Fine. Next, everything's covered, and even Coriolis force. Fine. Then how this salinity is influencing? Suppose saline water is what? Dense. Okay, what it will do? Suppose you must have heard about Dead Sea, right? People float on that because its density is more than our body. That's the reason people float on that water. Float on that water. Similarly, suppose densest water will be on the top. Fine. Wherever you go, anything which is dense will sink down, right? Similarly, less saline water will move up, and heavy one will move down. Less saline will rise up. Okay, and heavy one will sink. That is, this thing is called upwelling of water. Even warm water, warm water will sink, cold water will move up. This will be a circulation. That is called upwelling. Upwelling. Right? These are basic things you should be knowing about this thing. Next, first, first you know about this thing, right? Where maximum insulation is there, insolation, that is near equator. Maximum insolation is present here, right? So warm water will be present here, most of the warm water. Even this equator places are influenced under which air? Easterlies, which flow like this. So these easterlies will carry this hot This is water in North Equatorial Current, in Atlantic Ocean. Warm currents are North Equatorial Current. Okay, from Atlantic Ocean we'll move. So this Atlantic Ocean, we can see this equatorial part, right? From there, warm current under the influence of easterly will move that side. But due to this land, they move up, even with the influence of Coriolis force. So in northern, what in which direction they move? East, right? We have discussed about Coriolis force. In north, they will move to east. So sorry, in right. See, this is the right. Right here, its name changes. Its name is Gulf. See, whatever the dark lines here are warm currents. Okay, from here, due to this what land, there is a separation. One division is here, and other division comes back to original place. Okay, next, this is the thing. This is about what warm current. In the same Atlantic Ocean, we will know about cold current. So, where is the coldest part in the earth? On the earth, there is no insulation. That is North Pole, right? From North Pole, cold or cold currents are coming near equator. From equator, warms are going to poles. This is circulation because what according to thermodynamics, anything will try to keep in a equilibrium, right? Hot wind will go to cold, right? That is what happens. Next, so Labrador current from which part is this? Baffin Sea. From Baffin Sea, Baffin Bay, it comes. Okay. There is another one, that is Canberries. Even this is a part of which comes from pole. Okay. This is the simple things you have to remember. See, there is a trick. If you feel it difficult to remember all these things, ocean currents, just remember cold currents, because with these things you can eliminate everything. There are only six cold currents: Labrador, Canberries, California, Falkland, Peru or Herbert, and West Wind and Oceania. If you remember these things, you will eliminate options, right? Because rather than remembering all these warm, you just remember this cold. Fine, simple. We have done with this thing. See, here there is a circulation happening. That is due to what? Coriolis force. Fine. Next, with this influence of Coriolis force. Next, come to this thing. See, here you are able to find equatorial counter current, right? Suppose if any current moves here and hits this land, it will return back. That is what this counter current. Next we will come on to, here we have learned about this equatorial, north equatorial. There will be south also, south equatorial. On the side of in southern hemisphere, what is the direction of deflection? Left. That left deflection of southern equatorial current is Brazilian. Okay, this is what happened, and it mixes with cold thing. Here it is a division. Okay, let cold ocean, that is west wind. It mixes with and moves near Africa and gets its name Bengula. Bengula. See, remember all these cold things. Okay, because beside of these things there are deserts. Okay, I will be explaining why deserts are forming near only cold things. Here, even here, there is Atacama. Here near Falkland, there is a Patagonian desert. Here there is Namibian, uh, Sahara, Mojene. Why they are forming, I will explain. Okay, be patient. Okay, we have covered what? Atlantic Ocean. Next, we will go on to Pacific. Fine. What did I say? This west wind branch is breaking into what? Peru. Peru one, another one is Falkland. See, in South Atlantic, there are two cold currents. One is Falkland and Westland and Bengaluru. But Westland is changing its name due to the deflection, right? Due to left deflection. That is to under Coriolis force. It gets named Benguela. Benguela and Falkland are present in southern Atlantic Ocean. Okay. Next. So before coming to break in, before getting a break in Atlantic Ocean, this west wind is breaking into another division, that is Peru current or Humboldt current. Okay, this is a breakdown. So some part of west wind is moving further near West Australia. It is getting a name West in Australia. This part of which is left after the sharing its part to Peru and Africa, there is another part of last part of cold wood current coming from Antarctica pole, right? Antarctica pole, that is Western Africa. Similarly, even from Arctic, that is North Pole, there is another cold current, that is California current. Similarly, from this side, all this is specific only, right? Here, this is two-dimensional, so we are unable to find it. Here, that thing is Oceaho current. Fine. This is what it is. Next, all other things are what? Warm currents. Simple, right? Everything. Just remember cold currents. California, Peru or Humboldt, Falkland, Benguela, Canaries, Labrador, Oceano, West Australia, and West Wind. Okay. Simply remember things will help in elimination. That is what we want, right? Ticking. Next. What did we left? Alaska. Even this is warm, right? Next, coming to our Indian Ocean. Already we know South Equatorial, which will hit here and take a turn. The turn is called Ogilis. In Brazil, that is Brazilian, right? Fine. That is what it is. In North, in the Northern, there is no influence. Okay, no influence in Indian Ocean, but in Pacific Ocean there is an influence. That is Kuroshi Ocean. Fine. These are currents forming here. China. Okay, this South China Sea. Fine. That is what happens. Remember, right? Remember their divisions, how they are starting. First, they will start near equator. Then they move to separate direction depending upon the land. Okay, see how north is forming. After hitting the Australia here, it is returning. So we call it as counter current. Simple. Or next, we will understand why deserts are forming near cold currents. Okay, this will be interesting one. See here, what is the current? California current, right? California cold current. Here is Peru current. Here we have learned about El Nino, right? El Nino effect. Even El Nino effect is causing this desert. This Peru current. What is the current here? Canaries current. Next, here there is another current. What is that? Bengolia current. Remember these things, friends. This is very important thing. Okay. Here, West Australia current. This is a west wind. That is simple, which is giving parts to all these things. Okay. This is West Australia. Now I will say. See, we have learned from pressure system, right? Where there is a insulation, that is heating, there is a low pressure. Similarly, where there is cooling, what will be there? High pressure. No wind will come. So no wind, no moisture, no rainfall. No wind, no rainfall, no moisture. Due to cold, what is forming here? Low pressure. What is the desert forming here? Sahara. Sorry, high pressure. Cold is associated with high pressure. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. High pressure. High pressure. Now you understand from my desert video must have known all these names, right? There are 3, 4 deserts here. What are those? Great Basin. Great Basin. Mojone. Chihuahua in Mexico. What is this famous desert? Atacama. This one. Even in some questions they will ask under which influence of a cold current this so and so desert is forming. Then it will be helpful. Sahara. That is the reason there is no uh, rainfall in this one. But there is a situation, right? I already told in El Nino. Here cold current will come. Cold current. Due to which rainfall will happen. Droughts will be in India and Australia. This is a critical situation, right? We have experienced this El Nino in 2015 and 14. So there were deserts in India. Okay, and you must have be asking why India got Thar desert. Suppose from why Thar desert is here. There are mountains, right? Mountains. When monsoon winds carrying wind hits them, it will be able to rain. Suppose these are mountains. If wind hit them, rainfall will happen here. This is called orographic rainfall. Then other side is leeward, that is shadow region where no rainfall because there is no moisture to pour. Right, that's the reason here there are desert conditions. Fine. Even this reason for this desert is also right. Suppose winds are flowing from here. Here only they will drop their moisture. There is no moisture to pour on these places. That is the reason these are desertic region. But remember this thing: wherever cold current is there, there is a desert. Peru is with Atacama. California is Mojave, Great Basin, Chihuahua, Sonoria, Great Basin. This is here we forgot, right? Here there are so many deserts. See, Victoria, Gimson, Simpson, Great something, uh, Great Australian something. Okay, that is what happened. I hope you like this video, friends. In few days we are going to start history, complete history from ancient to modern. Okay, I will be doing a timeline of them so that like a nutshell, whole this thing will get completed. Even medieval I'll be covering whole starting from ancient. That is Astropithecus astronomers. Those are our ancestors. From there, I will be beginning Paleolithic age, Mesolithic, Chalcolithic, Neolithic. All those things I will be covering and coming to medieval. Medieval that means Mughals, uh, Sultans. Everything I will be explaining and we will going into modern and completing whole this history, which is important, which will carrying around 10 to 15 question in every exam. In CIC it will be around 10, but in CAPF CDS around 20 questions will come. From modern history itself, 10 will come, right? This is all you know. People who are preparing must be knowing the importance of this history, right? Okay, we will end up this class. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and share my video. Thanks. All the best.